everybody! In today's video, I just want to talk about positivity and what to do when you are going through a tough time in your life. I am currently going through a stage physically and mentally in my life that has been a little bit trying to me, and it is something that I am still working through and don't have answers for, but there are a few things that I have been doing to try to stay positive during this negative time in my life. Now, I don't really want to go too much into detail on what's been going on because I myself don't even know. There are no answers what has been going on with me, so I can't really say much about that. But this video, I mainly want to talk about positivity and just trying to stay positive during negative or hard times in your life. And these are a few things that I am trying to do myself and that I have done in the past that do work, and I am working on trying to build up my positivity and the way I'm seeing things and just trying to stay out of a funk right now. So I just wanted to go over a few things like I said, and I'm just gonna go down the list. I do have a piece of paper in front of me where I just jotted a few things down so I did not forget. And this obviously is just a short list. It's not going to be super extensive. These are just 8 things that I have been doing to try to stay in a positive mindset. The first thing you have to know is you are not alone. You have friends and family that are there for you, whether it seems to be that way or not. You are definitely not alone in any situation, and although somebody may not understand how you are feeling or what you are going through, it does not mean that you are alone. There are people there that care about you and want you well and in a positive state of mind. So just remember that no matter what troubles you are going through, that no matter what, you do have people that will be there for you. Like I said, they may not understand what you're going through, which is totally fine, but if you really do need somebody to talk to, just know that there are people there and you are never alone in any situation. The second one I always have to remind myself when going through tough times is that there is always somebody else in the world or in your life that is going through a harder time. And I know that's really hard to comprehend when you are having negative things going on in your life because it seems like at the end of the world. There are people out there that are going through a tougher time than you, more than likely, so just remember that you may think that something is so big and so negative in your life, but you could have it way worse. And that sort of goes with the first thing I mentioned about having people there for you, is your life probably isn't as bad as it seems. You are just going through a tough time that you will eventually get over. So keeping in mind that this is just a stage and something that you will more than likely figure out in the near future, that also helps me just know that I may be going through a tough time right now, but it is not the end of the world and everything will work out in the end. The third thing I want to mention is staying busy, whether that be at work or school, and also making sure to take care of yourself while doing that, but trying to do things that will keep your mind occupied on other things elsewhere, which also leads into the fourth thing, and that is hobbies. If you have a hobby that you like doing, do not let that go during your tough time. Try to stay with something that is going to keep your mind off of whatever you are going through. My last video that I put up was a DIY on a fall wreath that I did, and that was something that I did to make myself feel a little bit better, and I was happy the whole time. It kept my mind off of what has been going on, and it's something that I get to look at every day and just brings a little bit more positivity into my life. So if you are crafty, say you like to draw, paint, do anything, sports even, anything that's going to keep your mind off of whatever is going on and keeps you staying busy, make sure to focus on that. So this next one is one that I definitely have trouble with and is something that I have been not dealing very well with, is staying in touch with your body and knowing when something is wrong, but trying not to focus on it too much. When I first started going through whatever this is that I'm going through at the current moment, that's all I could focus on. It's all I would do. I would go on my laptop and research everything on what was going on and really trying to figure out on my own. I also went to the doctors, ER, and everything else, and still have not had answers. But the thing that I need to remember is staying in tune with my body is a good thing, but overanalyzing and only focusing on that one thing will literally drive you insane. I know that when I am only doing research on something when something is going wrong physically or mentally, that's all I'm focusing on, and when I take a step back, it's a lot easier to try to stay positive instead of sucking yourself into the negative. I find find that when I am in a bad mood, I'm usually the one that puts me in that bad mood, and usually I am the only one that can also take myself out of the bad mood. So make sure to be in touch with your body and in knowing when something does not feel right or something is wrong. Also try not to focus on only that, and you will probably be able to get yourself out of the rut or the funk quicker than only focusing on the negative in life. And the sixth thing I want to bring up is something that does have to do with being in touch with yourself and how you're doing, and that is yoga. Now, I have been doing yoga for about a year, and I wouldn't say that I'm a yogi or I'm by any means super great at it, but it's something that I enjoy. And when I first started not feeling well, I did not work out at all for 2 weeks, which is really unlike me. I typically work out 3 to 4 days a week, at least for 20 minutes to 45 minutes a day. And I noticed that I felt weaker and I just was not as happy. And I actually did yoga last night for the first time in 2 weeks, and I just was at peace and was relaxed, and I just felt a lot better during that time. So I would recommend doing that whether you are somebody that practices in general or has never tried it before. I would definitely recommend to do it. I'm not somebody that really is super in tune with the yoga terms and everything, but I know when I am just doing yoga that I am more relaxed and happy and more in tune with my body and how I'm feeling, but also really positive. So I would definitely recommend doing yoga or working out that is going to release endorphins and make you a little bit more positive in your mindset. So if you are somebody that tends to work out, I would definitely recommend continuing doing that, because I know the 2 weeks that I was not working out, I felt even worse about myself and about the situation. So getting back into that definitely made me feel better. So I would recommend staying active and maybe trying yoga if that is something that you are interested in doing. The seventh thing I want to bring up is getting outside in the sunshine and in the fresh air. I'm obviously outside right now, and there is sunshine behind the camera, and I am in the shade just because of camera purposes and lighting purposes. But being outside in the fresh air and sunshine and not just sitting on the couch feeling sorry for yourself is definitely going to make you feel better as well. I know that when I'm not feeling well, I typically just lay on the couch, lounge around, watch Netflix, stuff like that. And I know sometimes that all you need to do is mope on the couch and feel sorry for yourself, but getting outside and away from that in the fresh air definitely makes me feel better. So if you are somebody that typically does enjoy the outdoors and being outside in the sunshine and the fresh air, do not neglect that part. And I would definitely recommend even being outside for 20 minutes a day, just relaxing, sitting outside, maybe read a book, or just enjoy the fresh air and breeze and the sunshine in general. Get some vitamin D and you might feel better. It's something that you might as well try, and it's not going to harm anything. So get outside and just relax. The last thing I have to say is try to stay positive in your thoughts. And I think that one is sort of obvious, but I did want to bring it up because I know when you are feeling down and negative, it is really hard to put positivity into your thoughts. I usually throughout the day will like to say positive things, whether it be quotes that I typically like, or even going on Pinterest and just typing in positive quotes and just reading through definitely helps me get out of that funk or negative thoughts, as well as thinking positive thoughts before bed. I really try to think positively or about happy things that I typically enjoy right before bed. If your negative thoughts are clouding your mind right before bed, you are more than likely going to fall asleep feeling sad or upset or really depressed or mad even. So if you try to think positive thoughts before bed, then that is something that you will usually have better dreams and wake up a little bit happier, as opposed to being super stressed out. I know not everybody's going to feel the same way as me, but I know before I go to bed, if I'm thinking negative thoughts, I'm more than likely not going to be having very nice dreams. I will more than likely wake up having nightmares and then wake up feeling even worse and not well rested at all. So I noticed before going to bed, thinking positive thoughts definitely helps me dream a little bit better, and I don't wake up feeling so sluggish and upset and feeling like I was so restless throughout the night. I typically will feel a little bit more well rested thinking positive thoughts before bed. So make sure before you lay your head on the pillow at night that you are thinking positive thoughts and not negative ones. So I think that's all I really want to say in this video. Like I said, I really don't want to give any updates on what's going on since I don't know myself, but just know that I am okay. I'm going to be okay. And if you are going through something similar, just know that you will be okay too. I think our minds definitely have a great power in how we feel and everything that's going on in our lives. If you're going to be only thinking negative thoughts, bad things will happen. So you yourself have to think positive thoughts during tough times. Nobody else will be able to tell you how to feel or how to behave, because your mind is the only one that can get you out of those tough times. So just keep that in mind no matter what. even if you are going through a tough time, it's not going to last forever. If you yourself are going through a tough time, let me know a few things down in the comment section that will also help others and what you do to try to get out of ruts. I think knowing that you are not alone is definitely a big thing when going through awful times in your life. So make sure to leave those down below in the comment section. Thank you guys for stopping by and listening to what I am going on. I plan to have more normal videos going up in the next few weeks, so make sure to watch out for those. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you stick around and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye everybody.